On the 10th, the Iyum Choir Festival was held at KBS Hall in Uido, Seoul, along with performances by the Scenery Choir from the southern Gyeonggi region, the Jindali Choir from the eastern Seoul region, and the Bless Choir from the western Seoul region, the Grotches Choir, the Sesari Boys and Girls Choir, and the Sesari Children's Choir performed creative performances. Each choir received great applause from the audience for their songs that took advantage of the characteristics and charm of the genre. Pastor Ok Park, founder of the Grotches Choir, attended the performance and said that he hoped the audience would have a happy time, and the final performance concluded with Hallelujah from Handel's Oratorio Messiah, with all the choirs singing together. The Iyum Choir Festival will continue with one more performance at the Suwon Youth Culture Center Onori Art Hall on the evening of Sunday the 14th. On the 12th, good news, Yangu Church held an Easter concert with the Grotches Choir for the people of Yangu. About 300 citizens of Yangu attended, and a concert that realistically depicted the death and resurrection of Jesus was performed, along with a video. Pastor Ok Park shared the meaning of Easter, saying that because Jesus took all the punishment for sin, everyone became righteous. The Grotches Choir's Easter concert tour continues with performances in Gyeongsang, Munmak, Munjeong, Useong, and Ulleungdo. The 2020 for Ukraine Easter Cantata Tour completed its first tour in 11 cities from March 27 to April 7. Due to the ongoing war, the team was formed only with students under the age of 25, and the students applied for the tour with permission from their schools. The performance team received great applause from audiences in each city for expressing the suffering, death, and resurrection of Jesus. Participants also expressed their joy for learning about the forgiveness of sins achieved by Jesus 2,000 years ago. This Ukrainian Easter Cantata Tour is scheduled to hold its second tour in May to coincide with the Orthodox Easter period. On the 9th and 10th, Myanmar Good News Yangon Church held a student camp at Hope Private School in Burma. This event was held at the school's request to give hope to students on summer vacation, and consisted of various outdoor activities and mind lectures. Evangelist Minchin Kim encouraged the students by saying that they can do anything if they are of one mind with Jesus. Hope Private School expressed its thoughts that this student camp was a time to grow the minds of young students who will lead Myanmar. For 3 days from the 4th to the 6th, Benin Good News Kodanu Church held an Easter rally and cantata. Young people prepared a cantata performance at Kodanu Bridge, and about 800 people watched it. The audience stood up and cheered in joy at the resurrection of Jesus, and Pastor Kim Seong Hwan of Good News Kodanu Church delivered the message that we who have overcome sin through the resurrection of Jesus have become eternal winners. Benin Good News Kodanu Church plans to travel to various cities for 3 weeks to spread the word about the resurrection of Jesus. Taiwan IYF held a Children's Day event for about 170 students at Taipei City Wanzan Special Education School on the 11th. This event was held at the recommendation of a parent representative who attended last year's Christmas cantata, and students actively participated in the event, going beyond their physical limitations. In particular, parents expressed their gratitude and were moved by the sight of Good News Corp members going to China, where they were unfamiliar, and happily interacting with students. From the 8th to 10th, the IYF Kiribati branch held a workshop for applicants for the 2020 for Korea World Camp. An orientation was held for students at the University of the South Pacific, and the students' impressions from last year's Korea Dance Festival and World Camp conveyed their expectations and hopes for the World Camp to applicants. Kiribati branch manager Tae Hyun Yoon encouraged all applicants, saying that they would like them to participate in the Korea World Camp and learn a new world of the mind. The Kiribati branch announced that it plans to continue the second and third workshops. On the 7th and 8th, Jeonju Lincoln School conducted a national walking tour. It began with a departure ceremony on the 7th at 7 a.m. 65 teachers and students from Jeonju Lincoln School completed the 65 kilometers section starting from the Byeonsan Peninsula in Bwongun, working with their teammates against the backdrop of the beautiful spring scenery of the West Coast. The students expressed their feelings that through the tour, they were able to feel value and gratitude to each other and develop patience and spirit of challenge to overcome their own limitations.